Hey guys, what's up? This is Boss here, and today I'm gonna showcase a really special deck profile for you guys today, and that is Mannadium, one of my favorite decks of all time. Spoiler: this is a list for Genesis, not Modern Advanced format, because in Modern Advanced format, this deck is really quite bad. Not to mention the matchups that is really weak too. Like this deck is really bad at the Yamimitsu, it's bad at the Canine, it's bad at the VS, it's bad at the Malice, and a certain non-engine hand trap exists in the form of Drone and Lockbird. But in Genesis, not only all the non-engine that had this deck had points, but Drone and Lockbird, it just got pointed up 25 points. So I feel like Mannadium in Genesis, it has quite potential, and ever since the new point adjustment, I've been building their crafting and playtesting a lot of different aspects of the deck, and this is by far the I feel like the best that I can do to play the deck in Genesis. So I'm just gonna get right down to it. So for the Mannadium Thesis aspect of the deck, it's a 3 room heart, 3 meek, and 2 copies of Pieces for Frost. Alright, you guys already know, this is like the heart and soul, the main bread and butter for the deck. Orange skins for Mannadium. You guys cannot play any variant of Mannadium, no matter what it is, without these 3 cards. Like, they are really good and combo very well together. Alright, for those spells and traps, it's 3 Colorium, 3 Obsession. I love this guy like to death. This is like the best spell card out of the entire deck. This card is a really good starter, opener, combo enabler, and then extension for the deck. Like this card is really good to a point where I'm playing 3 copies of it, like maximize it out. These 3 cards are basically another more copies of Pizza Strappers, Mix, and Ruman in the deck. 1 copies of Imaginings. It's a great super charity for the deck. The great aspect of this card where you can banish it and then target a heart monster and make it a turn, it comes really handy in Genesis. 1 Rem Eulogy, because the form of monster negate is really good. 1 Mannadium Reframe in the form of an Omni negate. And 1 Mannadium Breaker. Now you guys might be wondering what the heck is this card. And to be fair, you guys might not know what this card does, because ever since this card got released, it's like 0 player card. Card is slow, super situational, and it's a really big break. But in a format where the speed and passive of the deck is quite slow and kinda like have like a control tapping for Genesis, this card is quite good in a format like in Genesis. Because this card, it acts like a Synchron for Mannadium, because it can target a tuner or a Synchron monster in the graveyard and then special summon it. And then if you special summon a light monster, you get to non-target pop a monster on your opponent's side of the field that has an attack that's less than or equal to the summon monster. So card's good. Yeah, in that aspect. And of course, triple comma to search all of these. Alright, so that is the Mannadium and VSES aspect of the deck. Now, before I move on to the secondary engine for the deck, you guys might be wondering where is the Scareclaw engine in the form of the Rhycophobia, Scareclaw Rebel, and the right card. Well, in Genesis, Lightheart is banned, and the main reason in Modern Advanced format where the Scareclaw is really good in Mannadium is due to the fact that Lightheart Effective Search Rhycophobia is not once per turn, and also Scareclaw Arrival is not once per turn as well, and right guard can get into it. So, but in Genesis, since the Lightheart, I cannot play it. I chose to cut the entire Scareclaw engine for the deck because they are not as good. I mean, just playing the Rycophobia or Araba and the without the like lake monster is still quite good, but you cannot abuse it due to the fact that the light heart is banned in Genesis. So I just completely cut the engine out for more new different cards. Now the secondary part of the deck is White Forest. 3 Z, 3 Salvi, 1 Lucia, 1 Zed Azamina, 1 Tales of the White Forest to search all of it, 1 Simple Sports of the White Forest for fusion plays, 1 Subversion for in the form of a board breaker, and 1 Woes of the White Forest. This gets insane because it summons a White Forest from deck and then immediately synchro summon all in the same chain. If I bring a Sabera, the level 6 synchro, it books everything. So the White Forest part of the deck, it contains it combos really well with Mannadium and vice versa, due to the fact that this card and this card and this card, and particularly is that all of these in conjunction with Meek, Room Hearts, or the Fail Spell, or even a certain to an extent, it equals Amitara. In a fact, where if I start the turn with the Z and the Room Heart, it gives me 3 cards, or in the form of Rusia, 4 cards, because Rusia lets me draw a card by sending a spell or trap from hand or field. So all of this, it gives you constant pluses, but the main part of the deck, why the White Forest engine, it contains really well with Mannadium. It's just about that all of those 2 engines, they combine well in order to go into pieces of Amatara, which of course pretty much search the entire deck for Mannadium. But the main reason why it's good is due to the fact that it's such an Omni Negate. And Omni Negate in Genesis is like really good, because having realized all the cards in Genesis that have Omni Negates, they have points. Like Baron is freaking 80 points, and that's saying something because the Omni Negate is a problem. Even the Solemns have points. But the Mannadium Revenant is like one of those Omni Negates where it is currently not pointed like at all. And the White Forest engine and the Mannadium engine in conjunction with it, you can go into Amitara to search an Omni, and that's like really good. In a combo where in conjunction with White Forest and Mannadium, I go into Russia, I'm particularly searching the entire engine in the whole deck. Like I really like that aspect of the deck. Like the weakest cards out of this board is maybe a Z, but I'm playing it for like fusion plays and to get into the subversion in the form of a board breaker and simple spells of the White Forest for more fusion plays. But like this card, in particular, it combos really well with Rusia and Amitara as well, because from there you're basically searching on 3 cards, so cards quite good, but not as good compared to Zed, the Rusia, and the Selby. Alright, so to round up the rest of the deck, or should I say these board cards, they're part of an engine requirement, but they are not mandatory because I think they're like meh in comparison to the rest of the deck, and they are the 1 Diabels, 1 Twisted Vengeance, 1 Philadelphia, and 1 Curse of Diabel. I mean, these 4 cards they're like cute and quite good, and they're decent but these board cards, they are not good right away. Like if I opening hand, is if I have an opening hand where in conjunction with these guys, like let's say White Forest or Mannadium, I cannot particularly full combo with this sort of a hand. So these are not good and go explicit in the current turn, but in future turns, where let's say like turn 2, 3, or 4, or maybe later, these cards are good because these are technically for more types of extenders, and the more extended the Mannadium and the White Forest have, the better. So that's why I choose to like play these forecasts. I mean, they're like okay, they're not great, but they're just okay. They're decent enough to be played. Now, the last 5 cards that I choose to play in the main deck to make the deck even 40 are 3 copies of also Synchron and 2 more copies of Tuning to get to it. I have to like talk about this card. Like also Synchron, it's like so good. Like at the start of Genesis, this is worth 3 points, and for like the longest time, I didn't really understand that. But tuning is 0 points, and revolution synchronize is also 0 points. And in that aspect, it kind of like makes sense because this card is really good in synchro decks, and so is revolution synchron. Like this card just costs one point now. So to in order to make this like even a 100, because in this deck I have Chaos Angel, Sabara, the Zemina Fusion, Diabel, the level 8 White Forest Synchro, and Whistle Dissipator, and is that the Zemina main deck monster is pointed. So all of those, without this, they're equal 97 points. And these cards just got down to 1 point. So in order to make it out even 100, I decided to like play 3 also synchronous. Like this card is so good. Like I take this card and play test it these the 3 copies of this card in modern advanced format as well. Like this is super underrated. Really uh so spicy. Like I feel like these cards make the Mannadium deck like so much better. To the point that it's a level 2 tuner that's also dark. So with these in the deck, like making Chaos Angel, it's like no joke. Like it makes Chaos Angel light and dark like really easy. So yeah, if you guys are playing Mannadium in modern advanced format or even in Genesis, try out or tag Assault Synchron. Like it's really good, super underrated, and it's such a sleeper pick. All right, now that's the main deck. Main deck count is 40. Now for the extra deck, you guys already know 2 copies of Pieces Astroloud. Like this card is really good. Not a once per turn to contact fuse it into this. It's a really good board breaker. It's an OTK enabler. This card is basically the access code for the deck. 1 Saint Azamina and 1 Azamina. It's quite insane to me, to a point where these 2 cards, they are not pointed. Like just alone having a Saint Azamina in defense mode, and if I can make it, it's like really hard to let my opponent like out this card, because this card cannot be targeted, and your opponent also cannot target in either graveyards. Like this is also for such a defense, so it's hard to get over through battle, and any damage that you might take, they take it instead. Like this is really good. And going second, Azamina in conjunction with this guy also act as board removal. Like that's the main aspect where I wanna play this deck towards to go second, because this is the board breaker. Pieces Astroloud is a board breaker that is not once per turn. So version is a board breaker. Like this deck is good to the fact that it puts pressure the moment the cards from the extra deck come out. Like this is a threat, this is a threat. Peach's Astrolaud is a threat. Like even the next card, Solvia is a threat because it's an Omni Negate. Snake Eyes Doom Dragon is a threat as well because it takes cares of the monsters and it's a really good monster removal. The only card that's not a threat, the the moment it hits the board is popular over the white forest because this only combos really well with Diabel because Diabel can like cheat this out during the opponent's turn because Popula also lets you quick synchro during the turn. But Diabel it also puts immediate pressure on the board because upon synchro summon, if I make this card with a synchro journal, I get a spell or a trap back from the grave. Like cards really good in that aspect. There's a reason why this is worth 25 points. This card for OTKs, a lot of people don't know the fact that on summon, this card books everything that they have, and then it does double piercing. Like this is this with Astroloud is basically game. One Russia, you guys already know. I already talked about it. How good this card is in conjunction with Beast Amitara. Speaking of Beast Amitara, it's like the best synchro monster that I go into in this deck. Card is really good. One Axial Stardust to go into this Dissipator because Bestials are heavily pointed in Genesis. Just like that, like the only way that I can go into it. Chaos Angel is basically the towers in Genesis. One Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon. Just kidding. One Mannadium Primart. So that is the extra deck. Okay. I have to talk about this guy. Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon. You guys might be wondering, wow, this guy's insane. This guy's not playing Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon. I do understand that. This card is quite good, but it's way too situational and way too slow, in my honest opinion. To a point where this card, when I made this deck, it was like so many cards at one point. Like this was Stardust Dragon so that I can combo with Axial Stardust. This was also Coral Dragon. So then, in a case where if I go second, it's also ball removal, and I can pop it with pieces Star Frost, for more extender, and then Coral Dragon. In that aspect, it gets me a card. This card was also was also Molong at one point as well, because Molong is also good removal. But at the end of the day, I just to replace it with Prime Heart. This card in conjunction with Business Astroloud and Severa, the level 6 Synchron, it's almost game because this card can attack a number of times equal to the number of tuners that I use to make it, and then this card also cannot be targeted with card effects. If I use a Mannadium tuner, in this case Meek, so this card is not quite a towers, but it's really hard to out in Genesis due to the fact that it cannot be targeted. So yeah, that is the main and extra deck. This card it's not worth playing in my honest opinion. I mean, card is nice and cute, but I think Primal is just way better, or maybe other cards. All right, so yeah, that is my Mannadium deck profile for Genesis. It's really spicy, super underrated and sleep pick, and you guys should try it. Like the deck's really fun to play. And without that, this is the Evil 4 signing out. Peace out, guys. Peace out. In pieces, Astroloud we trust. Take care, guys. Take care, and Happy New Year.